Harvick's trying to get by Kevin Harvick now. They hit. They're wrecking into turn number 1. The absolute insanity.
We are announcing Keelan and I's first race against each other. Ooh. It's going to be May 31st.
Okay.
In my hometown of Bakersfield, California at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway.
It's been 35, 40 years since I've actually been able to race and have fun and not have the results matter. But I don't know that I can really withstand the grief that I will get at home if I lose to a 12-year-old.
I mean, that's like watching LeBron and Bronny play on the same court together. You're watching Kevin and Keelan.
When I was a kid, you couldn't even go in the pits until you were 16 years old, let alone go on the racetrack and drive.
I love it a lot, you know, because I just watched my dad do it. I just loved it ever since.
Our sport isn't like baseball, football. When the cars are on the racetrack, if you're good enough to drive it fast and have your car under control, you can compete against a 40-year-old man.
Racing against adults don't scare me.
Every time I'm in the racetrack, you just got to be in the zone and never get out of it.
We're 5 years into him racing, really. Started at 7-ish, 8.
During COVID, yeah.
Yeah, and so there was never a blip on the radar that this was going to be our path. It was, we were doing baseball and all the things, wrestling, all the things. He wanted to try everything. And then when COVID hit and you couldn't do anything, it's like, let's go to the go-kart track.
If I don't win, I don't feel completed. There's always something that I could have done better, and even if I win, there's something I could have done better. And I always go back and look what I could have done better.
It's really completely different than watching Kevin compete.
Gordon got loose in Harvick. Harvick by inches. What a job for that young man.
When my dad raced, she used to yell a lot, so it's probably multiplied now.
She definitely, if you ask her, she definitely would make a good crew chief.
What? That's not true. I would never make a good crew chief. I might.
That was the most dumbass call I've ever seen. Why did
I
you
was
do
going to
this?
say
Why
race.
did you do that? That was a horrible restart.
I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that you.
That's fair.
You know, you weren't a good qualifier. Those are things that I would. Why did you do this? Why couldn't you do that better? Yeah.
Harvick! Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
California's Kevin Harvick does it.
My favorite is he would ask me, like even Kevin would be gone, why did Dad do this? I don't know, you're gonna have to ask your dad. I don't know that answer.
Because he jumped over a lot of cars in his days, and yeah, he doesn't want me to do that.
YouTube is really my worst nightmare.
It's a little surreal, I would say, because there's two different Keelans, right? There's the Keelan that goes on the racetrack and does all these things, that he's been doing these things since he was 9, really? And then there's the Keelan at home who I can't be sure that he brushed his teeth, or did you make your bed, or did you know, all the things. So it's kind of a clash of two different worlds. To watch him do those things is pretty amazing, but it's also a little scary because I didn't think we'd be here, to be honest. We would never put him in a situation that would hurt someone else or hurt him. You know, like Kevin said, we're here at 12. We didn't think we'd be here at 12, but he continued to progress to the point that his ability is continuing to take him further, and we're not going to hold him back.
My ultimate goal in racing is to be a Cup champion.
Kart racing is a great foundation for the kids to grow up and learn how to race. But all those kids are the same age. When you step into the cars in the touring regional divisions, that's when you start to learn about how life actually works.
I'm definitely very lucky, but I mean, like my dad said, I've progressed a lot, but you can never be too greedy, and it can come crashing down at the end one day.
The safety goes up as you go through the ranks.
Yeah, but so does the speed.
Speed does too, but yeah.
It's freaking hot. It's 105 and I'm in booth shape, so I'm fine in there, but standing on this asphalt's not really that good.
I can tell you that every time I get a call from Kevin at the end of the day and he's out on these dinners, there's always desserts and glasses of wine and all the things.
Chris and Clint, and they've been on the road for a while.
So you just tag along. You don't really want to.
I just tag along. It's a social thing.
This is where I cut my teeth and grew up racing, and so everything that I did was a lot of these people that, well, this car right here, I mean, his dad helped me get through my career, but you could talk that story about half the cars here. It's really neat to be able to give back and have this type of event to be able to help grow racing back in the West. I think it's important from a family standpoint for him to understand how much help that I actually got from the town and be able to see how you build something. How the relationships and things that we have are the reason that most of these people are here. So to be able to lean on those relationships and re-energize the racing community is something that I'm really proud of.
Because everything that I've ever done in the past, I didn't really care who was on the racetrack. You become this selfish, one-track minded person, but I've never done that in a very relaxed, results don't matter atmosphere. But I have to imagine that once you get in the car, you still don't want to lose.
And it's like I try to tell Keelan, you can be a 40-year-old man, but you're going to be my baby no matter what. So watching your baby, again, who I'm not sure, have you changed your bath towel? Have you taken your sheets and put them in the laundry? Have we done all these things to go out and run over 100 miles an hour? Like, that's something that I can't quite reconcile, honestly. I think the number one thing as a mom is you want your kid to be happy no matter what. Is it the path I would choose for him? No. But he's happy, and that makes me happy as a mom.
Yeah, we're ready.
Done, huh? How about that? In the pole at Dad's house. All right, let's go down. Your cars are coming. What's up?
Nice to see you, yeah.
Okay, guys, we got to clear this area. We got Corvettes coming through.
This has been great. Glad to have you guys.
Let's clear everybody down here.
You got to pay attention. The cars are coming, so you got to pay attention. Yeah.
Kevin Harvick!
Hey, how are you guys? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your service. Thank you.
Hey, you're gonna go to the big time.
Oh, that's up to him.
Kind of pull in right by Kevin.
Yeah. Hop in here.
We started it here because we thought this was the best place to start it in my hometown.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your service. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. We're good.
I can't explain to people enough how much enjoyment I get out of the fact that the results don't matter for me. I've already done all that, so it's about having fun at the event, driving the car, and if I lose, I lose.
Piper will be crushed.
Piper will be?
Piper will be crushed.
Really?
Yeah, she thinks you're going to win.
Okay.
Okay.
This kid being on the pole.
Just to put in his brain that I'm better than him now. I would probably won't be better than him when he was not old.
And as they tell me, I also raced in a different century. That was one of those aha moments that makes you feel old.
He's just old and retired.
I think the realization that it's actually getting closer and they're going to have to either, put up or shut up in a way. I think they're starting to really maybe think through the trash talking.
Posturing just in case.
Yeah.
He might break his back or something because the bumps are too rough for him. His best days are definitely behind him.
I believe Kevin's going to win. I think he's just got more experience, basically. I mean, the young kid is doing a good job. They've got a good guy.
I'm hoping for Keelan, but I think Kevin's going to take him.
I think the young gun's going to get the old hoop.
I need everybody on your feet.
We might not know till the very end of this race who's going to be the most competitive, but what we know is qualifying showed us that the Harvicks have speed and they're ready to take on the series regulars as we at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway get ready for the Spears Cars to West Pro Late Models Green Flag. I don't think Keelan is wanting to give these tracks an opportunity, especially There's one driver he knows very well in the field, that number 29.
Nice gap out back.
But we'll see, some drivers have a little bit more experience with that long run type of race.
It is the Harvick and Harvick show. Kevin Harvick trying to chase down Keelan Harvick up front for the lead. Kevin wants a piece of the lead, and he's got to get by his kid to do so. Our competition caution flies here.
All fans off.
And they're going to start it off together for the first time ever, side by side.
Go a little quicker in the box, just a little quicker here.
What a special moment that must have been for the Harvicks. And now Kevin wants nothing more than to take it from Keelan.
Battle into turn 3. Kevin Harvick to the lead. Keelan to the inside.
He's coming back.
Kevin Harvick leads. Keelan Harvick now goes to the second spot. It's Dad's turn to lead.
Looking outside. Clear, clear, clear.
And the Harvicks are going to have some contact. That puts Keelan wide.
Gonna be bumper. He's there.
Here
3 wide.
By 1. He's got pressure from the 60.
And Keelan going way up the track. Buddy Shepard to the lead.
Chase Hill to the inside.
Looking for a way around both of them.
Keelan Harvick, he's closing back in on this group. Tommy, is it any surprise to see Kevin Harvick doing what he does best?
Not at all. The kid from Bakersfield.
To be able to pick it up as fast as they have.
I wasn't sure how Kevin and Keelan would stack up against the West Racing team.
There's about to be a lot of work that's going to be done on some of these cars.
I think he's doing great. It's super hot. He's really never raced in anything this hot before. Even in go-karts, you legend cars, you get a lot more air, and it's pretty hot in those cars. So to be able to come on P2, that's pretty good. P, my message to you, bud, is be smooth and just take care of it.
Well, the time is ticking away for our pit action. Soon enough, we'll have to fire up these engines, and the work will have to stop.
Buddy Shepard has dealt with the pressure from Kevin, but as we close in on the final 10 laps, the question remains, can he keep Harvick back there?
I think it's go time, 100%, 110%.
Keep working hard, work hard.
Harvick's got to use the muscle, and there he goes into the rear bumper of Shepard, who holds on.
Hold on, Shepard. And he does.
The rear corner, door.
Harvick down to the inside, gonna try to
throws it in.
He's gonna try to sweep up. Shepard holding off. Coming down to the end of this race, Jeffrey.
Use it a little bit here, down 3 and 4.
And I think if you got to use it,
still have clear.
And maybe a little bit more. Making a pass to the inside of Kevin Harvick. Can he clear? He cannot.
Shepard trying to hold on. Jacob Gomes comes up. Kevin Harvick gonna make it 3 wide into turn number 1.
3 wide for the lead in Bakersfield. Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway.
Still clear.
Gomes with a nose out. Shepard again working that outside momentum.
Shepard dives to the inside. Harvick to the inside of him, and it's going to be Shepard back to the inside. They're slamming doors in turns 1 and 2. Gomes out of the group. Shepard sideways. Here comes Kevin Harvick.
Clear both.
New leader yet again. Kevin Harvick takes the opportunity from the contact.
Not done. We're not done. 5 laps to go. They're having contact up front. Jacob Gomes trying to get by Kevin Harvick now. They hit. They're wrecking it at turn number 1. And it's your top 4 cars all wrecked. And Keelan Harvick and Mitchell that also going to get through it.
Bring it back in. We fix the right rear cord. I got a flat. Vibrating so bad I can't steer it.
I cannot believe the absolute insanity.
Down low, come down low. Come up high. Come back down low. Come up high. Nice job. Woo! I got a big vibration. All the tires are flat spotted.
What happened?
Rumor is the 16 dumped the 29.
We made it to 5 laps to go.
Am I the leader?
Hold on, I don't know yet. You are the leader now, so calm down. Let's
Alright, now we're gonna
start breathing.
As we get ready for a Saturday night shootout at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway, green. Kenna Mitchell's going to try and clear, but here comes Keelan to the inside.
All you got here.
Crossing each other up. Now Keelan with the run. He's going to slide up into Mitchell and take the lead out of turn number 2.
Once I get to the Mitchell saves it, and that's going to open it up for Keelan Harvick, but he sees the white flag. One lap to go. Racing his dad here for the first time. Keelan Harvick is going to be the one that didn't just beat Dad, he beat the rest of the field. 12-year-old Keelan Harvick wins the Spears Cars Tour West Pro Lay Bottles at Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway.
And that's a Harvick lockout for the weekend.
Let's go.
It wasn't Kevin, it's his kid, Keelan Harvick, to victory lane.
Good job.
How about that? Awesome job. I watched it. Sorry about sliding you.
You're good.
That last pass was unbelievable.
Thank you.
I don't know if I had this one on my bingo card. I knew he was going to be competitive.
Not at all.
But oh my goodness.
How about that, right? Did we write? We couldn't write this.
You couldn't, and I'll tell you that we were divided in the Harvick household. Piper was the only one cheering for Dad, and I was cheering for Keelan. So Piper got a win, and I got a win, so it's good. Everybody's happy.
That's the first thing I did. I turned and I'm like, is Keelan leading? Yeah.
Watch Keelan. And then we went back down. Good job, dude. We drove through that wreck together.
Oh, yeah.
We had a great night. We were able to race side by side as I drove by him on the outside, and then I accidentally pushed him out of the way. So he was definitely on the short end of the stick, but ultimately came out on top. So you got the trophy. What an absolute blast to be able to race on the same track and have everything happen that happened tonight. I don't know how you could script it like that. I'm really proud of everything that you did this weekend. So to be able to be on the same racetrack and do all the things that we got to do, not many dads and sons can go out and do those things. So couldn't be more proud of you.